members, if party members do not protest, nobody else should be able to protest. But not that I have that's what it has come to now. But I think the earlier question I raised as to whether we did it or not using it. A lot of hiring is to be done and done that way. But you are able to declare that it was not done the way it was supposed to be done. It should have been clearer that if we said party member in process in which he was not fairly treated, complain. But they said that the law and party member can complain at the breach of the law. I'm afraid that interpretation to be applied because the legality of an action or illegality of an action will become dependent on this raising it and not on whether action has come to. That's the challenge here.
At the moment, we won't apply with it.
At the moment, that's the way court assistant will have to put it that way.
If that's what it is now, as you say, the court have rightly interpreted the law, would it then mean that in this context the PDP has been meddlesome?
The obvious answer would be yes. But again, look at it from the answer I have mentioned earlier, that an illegal action is illegal, notwithstanding who is it. They could argue compliance with law, not a party issue. And breach of the law, the court to be able to whether or not the law has been complied with. A different question from the issue of prerogatives involved in the internal process have been fairly treated. So I think that would be the going by the language of constitutional procedure when it comes to questioning of internal process. It means only a party member can do so.
Do you hope to see...
on one hand, the present position of the court becomes meddling. But jurisprudentially, as I have said, legality ought not to be done. Who said it? It ought to be dependent on what...
Even further amendments that would change what we have right now, such that the issue to be tested is not an illegality has taken place, and not, as you put, the question of who's raising that question.
I hope to see in the law an interpretation where the court to take a wider and more objective view to say that legality is raising it, and if there are no compliance that has been non-compliant, the act will have become illegal, and that will be dependent on who is raising it.
Now,
the law determines what is legal, who is raising it.
Now, shouldn't the PDP lawyers have known this? The PDP lawyers who went court and test this, if we would expect that they would have known what the position of the law is on the matter now before going to court.
Well, in the matters of interest, you can be sure advantage will be taken of everything that presents a particular off advantage to the party. So I guess that they have simply reasoned that it is the law that determines legality, and compliance with it is not shouldn't be subject to who is raising the question. I think that's why they have jurisprudentially tried to raise that question, whether or not the products of those processes were legal.
Now, it's interesting. When I asked you earlier on if you hope that in the not too distant future there might be an amendment to the said law, your response was not direct. You hope an amendment. You said that you hope in the near future for some interpretation. So does that mean I pose this matter might go as far as the Supreme Court, and if we get that far, is there a point of the Supreme Court saying yes, maybe this is what the law says, but our interpretation is that this goes against what is appropriate, what is fair, what is equitable, and as so might dismiss that law? Do you know the possibility of that happening?
What I hope for, the change in interpretation I hope for, is yes, the Constitution says only a party member can complain of whether a process is there. But our prejudice to the law of anybody to also say it has not been legal, because it wasn't produced in accordance with law. That's a different question from question.
Where do you hope this interpretation will take place? In the National Assembly, an amendment, or in the courts?
The interpretation is from the judicial element of the law made by either the Constitution, section of the Constitution, or law, and so we are talking about. I recognize the interpretation which addresses the internal process of the law, the legal
that was seen. We have heard the last of the
to a interpretation. Right now, the lower court, I am hoping that we'll go to that point where persons who compliance with law and they should have the liberty of escaping non-compliance law.
All right, so could I please hold that thought? Slow the thoughts. We have to go for commercial break now. Return shortly. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Hard Factor Nigeria Info here in Harcourt. I'm Dyer. We've got 29 minutes to go before 5 p.m. The news update is up at 5. The Federal High Court in Harcourt clears Rivers APC and Accord parties to contest 2023 general elections. My guest is Barrister Richard Wokocha. Barrister Wokocha, you're welcome again. Barrister Wokocha, you're back. Barrister Wokocha, can you hear me? Barrister Wokocha?
Thank you, Daniel.
Join the conversation. I remember we're live on Facebook.com/NigeriaInfoPH, live on Twitter at NigeriaInfoPH. The number lines of appointment is 0700 923 090. That's 0700 923 090. Let's get your take on the matter at hand. Now, Barrister, before we went on the break, you were making a certain statement, which I'll refer to in a moment, but I'd like to read a comment via WhatsApp before that. It says, "Good evening, Dial." Barry Johnson says, "Does it mean a law-abiding citizen of Nigeria who is without a party encumbrance cannot see an aberration in a political party's primary and go to court to defend democracy?" So, now, what we had before now was even members of another party can go to court to challenge the process in a different party if they perceive that they have contravened the law. But according to amended laws, that can't happen. Only members of the party who have taken part in the process can challenge such actions if they perceive they violated existing laws. You say that you hope to see a time when it doesn't matter who is raising the question. That should not be a question. Rather, the question should be whether or not said political party has, through its internal processes, contravened existing law. What you would like to see, does it include even members or persons who are not members, registered members of any political party, observing that a rule has been broken within a party and upholding that, can go to court to challenge the process?
Because of our tendency, attendance of the people, I want to see that we are held accountable to law. And the only way that can happen is that internal processes are guaranteed to be legal. If internal democracy is not assured by the law, then you will be provided a weapon against the average citizen and against the electorate if illegality cannot be questioned. What it simply means is, as they have done in recent times, parties can hold a meeting and say, okay, every member undertake that you will not challenge the outcome of what we are doing. Which does not change the position of the law. Such undertaking does not amend the law and shouldn't be a condition precedent for challenging it. So I'd like to say that internal processes are guaranteed and that internal democracy is guaranteed. It's only from such guaranteed internal democracy that we should be able to say we are sure of what we are doing as far as ensuring an open political space is concerned. So I look forward to a time when parties will be made to be so conscious of working according to the law that a citizen who is a voter should be able to challenge the illegality in the political space if the party has broken the law. I look forward to it.
As at the moment, I don't know, maybe it's not the best, but could it also have been designed to protect against frivolous lawsuits? I mean, if members of other political parties are allowed to file cases or file petitions against different political parties, and even members of the general public who may not be members of any party are allowed to also file matters in court challenging processes, internal processes of any political party, might we not have matters in court lying left, right, possibly even a lot of them being frivolous, wasting crucial court time and disrupt the democratic electoral process?
It is easier to deal with the problem of frivolous suits. Even the court can itself deal with that. Only to the cost that can be awarded for our court process. So that is easier to deal with than to guarantee a political petition, which is you can break the law, but unless an internal member is that poses a greater threat, and then that will be followed by a process which you can punish by awarding the Yes, the country will spend money, will waste time in going to come to the news for you have find the inconsistent in law. As I said, I think there is a greater threat when they interpret in such a way that ensure that illegal can be done and everybody accountable, and the courts have the power to punish everyone who abuses the process of. I think that interpret a greater challenge for.
Also on Facebook, full page. Again on Facebook, Nwanja Joseph goes, Pitting Rivers State is highly meddlesome. I believe the party is afraid that its much touted commissionings are not enough to sway the people to their side in the coming elections. Also via Facebook, Ned Agumart goes, the restiveness and meddlesomeness of Rivers PDP against 2023 elections is becoming worrisome. A same party claims they are the only political party in Rivers State, but are busy running from pillar to pillar, shopping for cause. Our people say when a dog wants to die, it will not perceive the smell of the rubbish anymore. You can also join in, also via Twitter at Nigeria InfoPH. We'll get to your comments in a moment. Let's go to the phone lines right now. I've got a Mike from Burikiri in the line. You're welcome, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to say is...
Mike, you may have to speak louder, please.
Okay. What I want to say is, for instance, there are certain things we need to look at morals while making laws. And I know, for me, I think some of these issues we are looked into. For instance, imagine where another radio station, if the law allows, there are some radio stations that will just want to take 92.3 info to court, just to ensure they take them out of business so they can remain. So when we make laws, we try to that you don't create, there will be 20 issues that will, like someone said, will be wasting, that will not be business and issues. Now, why will another party now decide or start making issue protesting on how another party selects who becomes their leader? For me, I don't see any reason.
But Mike, going to the analogy you gave a while ago, what if Nigeria Info has broken the law, Mike? Mike, my question to you, and I'm sure you can hear me, from the analogy you gave a while ago, what if Nigeria Info has broken the law? Mike, I need you to listen to what I'm saying. If you will not listen, we'll have to end this conversation. Mike, good to hear from you. Please listen to the comment, to the question I'm asking, because when I spoke to Mike earlier on, Mike was obviously hearing me, but he has chosen to not hear me any longer. Mike, do call back. I would like to hear from you again. If you, of course, as long as you're willing to have a conversation, listen to my question and provide an answer to that. And if you don't have an answer to it, it's very fun as well. But listen, you must. Number to call once again, 0700 93 093. That's 0700 93 093. So I was trying to ask Mike, by the way. He used an analogy of Nigeria Info and some station finding the matter in court against Nigeria Info, and the purpose is possibly to put Nigeria Info out of business so they can thrive. Well, I imagine some other stations might be having such nightmares, not dreams. However, what if Nigeria Info did indeed break the law? What stops another entity, possibly another radio station, from taking Nigeria Info to court? Or is there anything barring that? Would it be morally wrong, to borrow the expression of that caller, Barrister Wokocha, for another station to take Nigeria Info to court if it perceives Nigeria Info has broken any law?
If the nature of broadcasting were like competition, and it's not. It's not a contest. It's not an inter-party contest. But where you have an arrangement where there is an inter-party contest, and the law provides for how you should handle your broadcasting, if you breach the law, I think that what has happened is that you have broken the law, and it should not be an issue whether I agree or I do not agree as an individual. That's my concern here, that you cannot say that illegality should stand because it is not inside. What you're saying in fact is that illegality can stand. It's only illegal if insiders say that it is illegal. I don't think that is the intendment of the law. The work illegality is not dependent on who is complaining. It's dependent on whether the law has been complied with. I worry about the abuse of such a scenario, about that can be punished adequately. and the person distracted to what they
All right, I'll say. A few more comments over here. And once again, line is open. Call 0700 93 093. What more comments over here? Answer this one. Good evening, this is Solomon. PDP are in other political parties, but also interfering in freedom of law abiding things. You cannot gather at any premises and campaign for your preferred candidate, or even to post out on any wall, including your house, without getting into the president. I'm afraid. Well, I don't know if you're right. We do have laws, and those laws prevent indiscriminating of people facing that amounts to advertising, and there are laws also on outdoor advertising. Even the wall of your house, just because it's your house or you built the wall, does not mean any kind of advertising or any full advertising on the wall. So Solomon, you're saying that it's a political poster today. The right you have to put it up on the wall. So that means that if a telecoms company comes to you, comes knocking tomorrow, or a food and beverage company comes knocking on your door tomorrow and asks you, Solomon, you build this house? And you say yes. And they say, did you build this wall? And you say yes. Okay, can we use the entire wall to display a product that we have in the market? And you say, what's the wall in there? As a matter of fact, they can't. So if they can't do that, if there are laws that say can't do that, those laws also political campaigns as well of because they are actually some form of outdoor advertising. So maybe what we are witnessing is an enforcement of the law as happened in the past. But so if you argue this, that this is targeted at only, or this enforcement, quote unquote, is only targeted at all political and the ruling party to do so, most of that we may have a conversation about that. Once again, I'm going to call 0700 93 093. 0700 93 093. But Barrister, once again, even though the APC and the Accord party are celebrating, and other parties may have received similar judgment or may get so candidates, as I think I'm aware the PDP has gone to court, not only challenging the candidate or the Accord party, but some other parties as well. So, as has happened with these two cases, at the Federal High Court and possibly Appeal Court level, we might get similar judgments coming as well. But from your position thus far, are you suggesting that this matters may go as far as the Supreme Court? And I think you can speak on this since we don't have any of those matters at the Supreme Court yet. So you will not be trying to predict what the courts might determine. So do you think that there is hope that the Supreme Court might overturn these decisions, or do you think the Supreme Court will align with the decisions reached already, especially since you say the Supreme Court in the past issued similar verdicts as that which we just come to the Federal High Court? But we've answered. Mike is back online. Hello, Mike. You're welcome. I hope you're willing to listen to me now.
I did not deliberately refuse to. I wasn't hearing you.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fantastic. So the question I was asking you, using Nigerian info, saying that another should take us to court, just with the view of getting us to business. I asked you a question. If Nigerian full breaks existing law, should another entity, maybe radio station, not feel free to take us to court?
Now, my response to that is that why we are saying this, because there are regulators, there are people who have that kind of responsibility. So for this, I say that Nigeria is like our laws, and I should now take that matter to the relevant notify the institution, and if they cannot, then I will leave it. If there is no, like in politics,
So Mike, what's saying in essence you're saying is, and I'll give you maybe just two. So what you're saying, my bank misappropriates my money, or I'm sure that in handling my savings, they have broken the law in some way. What you're saying is, I shouldn't be able to go to it. I should maybe report CBN. If the CBN does nothing, if I go to hospital, don't do me wrongly, or make some mistake, they have some catastrophic consequences, either of my or the of a law. You're saying that I shouldn't be able to go to court. I should report the example. And if the enemy does nothing about it, I should leave it in God's hands. Is that saying?
No, it's not for me. I think it's very different.
How is it different? Those names I mentioned is example. The CBN, for example, is a regular banking sector. So how is it different?
No. See this analogy you gave. If I have any issue with the bank, person confined, so I should complain and then take the matter to wherever level I can. That is me. What I am saying, so you can see that the analogies are they are not the same.
How are they not the same?
Fine. This one now is that I am not directly affected. I am of YKC radio station, and I think that maybe during the process of employment in Nigeria Info, that they didn't do due diligence, and I became angry at Nigeria Info for doing an employment. Maybe they didn't do it publicly, and it's against the law, they should be publicized and not. It is personal.
No, I think you're just struggling to. We're talking about breaking the law, and with the issue of Nigerian primarily, with the saying that because somebody works in another radio station, the person cannot feel offended by it.
No. The person can get offended.
Okay.
And then you notify NBC, not taking the station to court.
Why? Because the person works for another radio station.
Okay.
What if the person does not work for another radio station? Can the person take us to court?
If what?
If the person does not work for another...
The person is a businessman. He doesn't have the right to take you to court.
Okay, Mike, your position is well noted. I'd like Barrister Wokocha to weigh in on the conversation between myself and Mike. Barrister Wokocha, what's your take on this?
Well, there is some difference. You see, the political process is a public process, entirely a public process. And that's why the law seeks to guarantee who can participate and how parties should conduct their affairs and how citizens should participate in the process. If I breach that law on how we should do what we should do, the fact that I have broken the law shouldn't be an internal question. Yes, it may be correct to say who can question whether processes have been done the way they should be done. And you say only an internal person should do so. But the question whether a process has produced a valid result should be a question of has the law been obeyed or not. Now, with our current challenges and exclusive political exclusion and all that, but I assure you that if we look objectively, question of legality is not determined by who is bringing it. If you kill somebody, the fact that you have committed murder, which has to be proved in court, will not be subject to whether an internal member of your circle exposes it or not. If you break the law, there is a danger in providing a window for generals breaking with reasoning. You recall when Supreme Court gave a ruling that
Stay with Nigeria Info.